Hi. Liz in the OC might be here. A good day to you, Liz. Good day to Liz. Hi. Whew, okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Monday, Monday. Oh yeah, Monday. Monday, Monday. Hey, Flavor Fade, Annie made it. Yay! Monday fun day. You know it. I mean, any day can be a fun day. If you believe. And I believe. Paris Brew. Hello, good to see you. How you doing? Mon frère. You survived, Chaos Child. Wonderful. Any number of things could have happened that didn't. And you have emerged victorious. They can't bring you down. Ooh. That's a good question. Let's see if I can get an answer for you, Elizabeth. Watching on the laptop so you can work on your comic that you started last year. Congratulations, Annie. I'm going to turn down my musical volume. Annie, that's spectacular. I don't think people realize how much work a comic is. It's a lot of work. You know, like... Because it's not just drawing. It's drawing the same thing again and again and again and again in a way that remains visually engaging, helps to tell the story, helps to move the story forward, leaves enough room for all of the dialogue that you have. You know, when speech takes up physical space, it's something we don't tend to think about. Like as not comic book layout artists. So I understand. I've only done like one comic on my own, and it was a lot of work. So respect and good luck to you. Your name has its anniversary today, so it's like your birthday, but not. Your birthday's May 17th, Paris, bro. Mr. Sharp is also a May 17th. What? Happy birthday in 12 days. Remind me to make you a balloon dog on that day. Or like as close to the day as you come into stream. Only 7 pages. That's good. It's good to start like, you know, small and doable. You're trying to shade all of the frames. Shading is, I mean, you have to think about things existing in space and light, shining on some side and shadow, and it's tricky, but it's gonna make it so cool and worth it. Is that my water delivery? What? Cobweb! Cobweb 888! Thank you! And morning to you as well. And morning to you, Mr. Sharp. Good business. This is how we greet each other as co-workers on a Monday. Oh, hi, Echo. This will be the perfect compliment to playing Diablo. Yeah. But a little bit, yes. You know? I like that for you. I like that. And thank you, Cobweb. 47 months. Mr. Sharp is here.
Hey, pals.
Good day to you, Mr. SharpBalloons.
Oh, good Monday.
Good
How was
Monday.
the weekends?
Ugh, man.
Ugh, Monday traffic, am I right?
Traffic
here from the living room?
Yeah. Real congested. I mean, if that's how we're going to talk about like a floor covered in toys, then yes.
Paris bro wants one more gulp.
Oh, yeah. How about just a gulp in general to begin with?
Flavor.
And yes.
Hey, Flavs. Echo likes Mondays. You get time to yourself because no one else is home. Those suckers are all at work.
Nice. Look, I'm not mad at a Monday, but I understand why some people have different relationship with the day. So I'm not gonna shame you for your Monday dislike. If that's what it takes to get you through a just healthy dose of hatred, power through a corporate work day, you take what you need. I'll never tell. You're good.
Chaos Child has an interview for a job. All right.
Good luck.
How are you feeling? You feeling good? You feeling loose? You feeling confident? You feeling like you're gonna have to lie your butt off? Like
Chaos Child, what I will say is, obviously, you already know you're going in. You're going to talk about how equipped you are, how experienced you are, blah 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 blah. But I think the most important thing to take with you in an interview is the idea that you are good to work with. You are a person who, if you had to work next to me day after day, week after week, month after month, year after that you wouldn't drive me insane. Because there could be some totally qualified person out there who's interviewing, but I'm like, I don't think they would vibe with like the people here, you know?
because the work is part of it, but the work only happens if the people around it are doing it.
Yeah.
And so if they don't want to go there, if they don't enjoy it, if it's with people they just dislike, I'm a firm believer that people can do pretty much any job as long as they like their coworkers.
Yeah.
And
You can
best jobs
make
can
it through
stink.
any work week as long as the people who are rowing those oars next to you are like, you don't. It's hard. Like, you go into an interview, you want to be your best self, but you also want to be a little bit authentically you, so that they know what they're getting, so that you don't have to wear a completely opaque mask. I won't say everybody masks a little bit in certain environments. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm saying. We didn't even ask for advice. I'm just like talking because I like to hear myself
turn
talk.
up the volume on the real you.
Pump up the volume.
Than try
pump
to
up the
pretend
volume.
that you're someone you're not.
Working with kids, which is something you've dreamt about for a while. You got this. I know you're going to be nervous.
Fantastic for educator, not as good for sculptor.
Perhaps. Just, I think I'm pulling for you. Working with kids is great. Kids are the best. RC's here. Ah! Hey, RC. And Animated, love being at home by yourself until your cousin's aunt gets home. Yeah, it's nice to have the place to yourself sometimes.
I'll give you one piece of practical advice, Cast Child. Show up early. Way early. Like, find a coffee shop nearby.
Oh, yeah.
And go to the coffee shop like an hour beforehand. So early that you will be bored sitting around. Because then what you're going to do is you're just going to spend the time getting your ducks in a row, being calm, and by the time it's there, you're ready. You don't want to do the thing where you're trying to get there on time, because then you're going in the like,
or like finding parking. Oh,
exactly.
It's the worst. Show up early and leave late. You do. I have faith in you. You got this.
Yeah,
got this.
I suggest the early thing not as in like, oh man, you guys are screw-ups that probably are going to get there late, but more like I know my own headspace.
It puts you in a better like if you're already a little nervous, you don't want to also have the, oh man, the flop sweat of trying to find a parking spot where you drove by earlier in the week and it was a completely open parking spot. And you're like, great, this is where I can go. But then you came in that day for whatever reason, it's garbage day and like everything's out of place and you're not whatever it is, the unexpected. You just give it a little bit of a breathing room.
Or see,
then you'll be more relaxed.
For worker interviews, I would say for anything that is like a big deal.
Yeah.
And
I think if it's work, you probably know the parking situation by now.
And if it's an everyday thing, and then one day it's totally different, hopefully you have a relationship with your boss.
Where they'll be like,
cool.
oh man, there was an accident on the way. Be like, that's
but personally, for me, it's like going to shows where, I know that I have to be in a certain headspace for this, like,
I do it for birthday parties too.
Exactly.
It's it's a birthday party. It starts at 1:30. I try and plan that I will park at 1. And that way, if I am inevitably running a little late because, oh my gosh, I can't find my whatever, then I only park 20 minutes early as opposed to the 30 minutes early I was hoping for, which is, again, just good for me because I don't like, there were a couple times early in my career where I would like show up like at the party time.
And then you're there on time, and that's fine. You
But
didn't
you
like,
just feel,
yeah, you didn't like break your contract, but the whole time you're just like you're edgy,
you feel rushed.
and
You feel like you
feel
got to make up
rushed,
for it.
and the whole time you're not like living in the moment confidently. You're like, oh, what am I forgetting? Okay, what else is there? You got all that cortisol or whatever your stress hormones are. Oh, but also it's a phone interview. In that case, be comfortable.
Yeah.
Hang out. Be in a good spot.
Yeah. Be early to your phone.
That's right. Just start picking it up.
Yeah. Just like know where it is and be like,
Now.
hello.
Okay.
Hello. Okay. You know, just like a warm it up so that when it happens, it feels natural.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
What's happening?
All right. So big events and interviews early.
Daily job.
Daily job. Again, this is 100%. Depends on your
They
job.
haven't bought your soul.
Some jobs, if you are a minute late, it is bad and you are in trouble. Mostly, if it's like you're going into the office, do what makes it a unhateable thing for you to do every single day. Whatever
Okay.
makes it comfortable, easy.
Should I have
Gets
the
you there.
water on camera? Probably not, because the editing, that'll be weird.
Yeah, I would keep it probably on
Hi.
this one over here. Although it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so clear, and you got like nice colors coming.
Yeah.
from
No, the
sides.
LED light really like reflects nicely in the mason jar, doesn't it?
Sure is beautiful. Oh, Liz, I did see you say we will do fantasy football again.
Oh.
Yeah, Yahoo already started reminding me to renew it, and it's like, good lord, just started playing baseball. Come on.
I wonder if
What?
that's why Liz was asking. Did Liz also get a reminder?
It may be prompting her now too.
It may be. Yeah, no, we'll do it. It was the perfect amount of engagement for me. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, well, I can be a little interested some weeks, and then once I'm clearly in the bottom two, I can just show up, just make sure all the seats are filled, and hand it to Mr. Sharp.
At first, she did a good job, like doing it all herself. And then I would like kind of cajole her, give her like some
You'd
advice
like
here and
remind
there.
me, be like, so,
And then like toward the end, I was just like,
he just did it for me. It really didn't matter at that point.
just
The record was not gonna
just setting the lineups. You got reminded. I'll get on it soon enough, and we'll probably won't restart the same league. We'll probably put out a fresh call.
Yeah.
Because it may be the same people, maybe different people that want to do it. So
Maybe the Beck's family's like, psh, small potatoes.
actually, we're playing in some real leagues this year. Sorry, losers.
Okay, first of all, Liz had an amazing record.
We're playing
Last
in
year.
real fantasy this year.
Real fantasy?
That's right.
Is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy football?
Yes, it is. So, hey, friends, today we are thinking about filming the Chinese Crested build. This is the week that I want to do my my dog breeds build video. We're planning on doing we're this is an interesting project. Basically, we're not exactly what we're gonna do is film me making quite a few different dog breeds, probably over the course of the next probably 2 weeks. I'll have some regular streams in there as well, and then we will probably put together a video that's one short video for each breed, and then maybe one compilation video that's all of them, and grouping some together. So we're just kind of figuring it out.
And we'll have some, kind of simple baseline builds, and then we'll have some more weirder, different things, more weirder things,
more weirder balloons.
more uniquer.
SCA tournaments. There you go. Real fantasy. Sharp balloons.
Huh?
Ba ba ba. AK pop. Boo doo boo 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 boo.
Bop.
Doo doo boo. Oh! We've got to do some squats before we get started, though. And that makes sense. Got to get the blood flowing.
We also, do you want to talk about the weekend at all? Or are you ready to just,
Yeah,
like,
let's
jump
talk.
into it?
No, let's talk about the
We can
weekend. I'm
talk-
gonna
we
do
can
some.
talk other
I'm gonna do
times,
some
too.
squats here.
Let's see. We
2,
did a bunch of interesting stuff.
3.
You did,
4.
how many parties? 2 parties?
Yeah, only 2 this weekend, I think.
You did 2 parties. I did Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. We went to a classic car show.
Oh yeah.
We visited a really cool, I guess you'd call it a comic book shop, but it's a lot more than that. And we went to a really cool record store, but also it's a lot more than that.
We went to a lot of places that were a lot more than they appeared to be.
Exactly.
Oh, I also was able to help out with a 48-hour film project that I had no idea was happening before the day that I got told about it. Which
With?
I guess that you could say that for anything.
With our dear friend Sephiron.
And Cerniyogi. So it's their project. I don't want to talk about it until I get the A-OK from them, but it was very fun. And I'm excited to hopefully be able to show y'all.
RC, we just happened
Free
to
Comic
be
Book
there the day
Day!
after Free Comic Book Day. So
We went on Sunday, and Saturday was Free Comic Book Day.
fortunately, they
They had
did still
leftovers.
have some free comic books. Our son got a book or 2.
A young Jedi. Yeah, they had plenty. Don't worry. I mean, because mostly, I feel like the all ages comic books, they had a lot of those left over. Because I feel like most of the people who went in were looking for the hipper, edgier titles, perhaps.
But yeah, that was a cool place. It was called We Can Be Heroes Comics in Chatsworth.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Canoga, but you're right.
I think
I think
Chatsworth,
you're right.
which is another.
It's in the valley,
little
the
town
San
here in
Fernando
the
Valley
valley.
here in Los Angeles.
One of the many tiny towns. I'll link to them. They're a cool space, and I think we want to go, like do like a tour of them sometimes with you guys.
Yeah, they do. They're a cool little place. They had like a card tournament going on there that day. Oh, and a community haiku. Let's do. I am certain. I don't know what are those. What's the name? It's some kind of a sheepdog, right? With the ropey locks.
Oh,
The one that looks like
right.
the mop.
like a Saint Bernard, but like curly.
Like a sheepdog, but long, like when they run, it looks like a mop. Are you picturing it?
I think so.
I don't.
Oh wait,
They don't sound like a Saint Bernard to me. Dreadlocks, yeah, almost like really like long, like.
not like kind of more like an Afghan.
Puli says K-pop.
Like
No, they're like a sheepdog. Can you picture like sheepdogs? They look like big and I don't know. Mr. Sharp is gonna look up Puli. Ah, you missed an Avatar one too. Oh, was it a free comic book? Maybe you could look. A lot of places, a lot of comic book stores get huge boxes of these free comic books because, like, Image, IDW, DC, Marvel, like they want you. This is their like advertised to people day. So they send boxes and boxes. A lot of these vendors probably still have leftovers. So I think you could maybe find it. Yeah, bye, Flava. No worries. Oh, Pops asked you to help him organize his room. Yay! 3 kitties. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what fun. Getting settled in. Nesting. I love it. Have fun, Flava. Mwah. All of our love to the Flava Cake household. Hello there, Richie. How you doing? Oh, the same comic that had Young Jedi also had Avatar. Well, we did get the Young Jedi one. We didn't even get a chance to look through it yet. When you bring your Venn diagram to overlap with mine, it's super duper fun. Why not? Yes. Okay, RC, you're late. Oh my gosh. Good thing it's not an interview. All right, friends. Let me start up my haiku music here. Haiku music. Sometimes. How's this for volume on the haiku music? Let me know if it's too loud. Sometimes the sound cues I have a hard time. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to. That's fine. Hey, Friends, a haiku has been redeemed. So let's all breathe in. And breathe out. Please compose for us a haiku that's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables on the topic of... Oops, I scrolled past it. There it is. About Mondays. Monday haiku. And Annie Made It has submitted the first haiku. Thank you, Chaos Child, for redeeming. Annie Made It said, Mondays, calm gray sky. Watching streams and relaxing. Garfield was wrong.
Garfield truthers.
Hot take, haiku.
You cannot eat a whole sheet cake pan of lasagna.
It's not recommended anyway. Annie, you guys
or
are
a whole
YouTuber?
lasagna pan of sheet cake. Either way.
I
This is
could
too
do a
much
whole
food for a
lasagna
person.
pan of sheet cake for sure. You guys are a YouTuber, my favorite to watch on Mondays, so Mondays are good for you. Nice. Nice. You can redeem a hydrate for me, that's fine. Oh, is it still on cooldown? It's all good. No, I know. I'm just... Paris, bro, you don't need to feel bad. This is the reason that I have such a redeem is because I am out of shape. Quite obviously. Oh, and K-pop redeemed a stretch, and I didn't even see that. They're not making noise anymore. I tell ya. Maybe I need to review my Twitch or yeah, because everything was fine. It's like I
Okay, about to say the music's a little loud.
Okay, that's totally cool. I did ask for that input. If the if I change something and it breaks something, I'm like, fair enough. I shouldn't have been changing it. But when something like stops working and I didn't change anything, I'm very disheartened by that.
Read Bear. Yes, hello. Heard this is where people out of shape are meeting today?
Yep.
Wow.
That's I mean,
You're
but
not
it
wrong, but dang, what an energy to come in with.
Shots fired. Green Bam got here as quickly as he could.
Being out of shape.
It's not that
Yes.
fast. It's okay. You just catch your breath, Green Bam, and we'll be right with you. I know. I don't know. It's like, I already refreshed like the browser source. That didn't fix it. I don't know. I can. You know what I need to do is do a little search and see if other streamers are having issues with it. Because usually, that's what I do is I'll find someone else being like, I have the same problem, and then hopefully they fix it. That's nice. That's always nice. Well, turn back up our regular music.
It's notoriously snippy. Ooh.
Snippy.
Rude.
Snip dippy. Well, I mean, she was fine. What does that mean? Does that mean when redeems came through that they made a noise? Because that's the thing that's not happening for me. I'm not getting my Twitch alerts. Who knows? And also, does she use the same OBS settings as me? Does she have the same alerts program? Is she doing it through Stream Elements? Is she doing it through Twitch? So it's like there's so many more variables that I can't. I wouldn't be like, well, one person's work. Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably doing something wrong. How? Okay, a haiku.
Oh, how
I don't know if
hate
that's
Monday.
haiku.
Oh, how I hate Mondays so much. I hate that my temper is never untouched. An unwanted dance between us.
The anger dance. It's nice. Oh no, it's all good, Richie. Zookeeper, hi. How you doing? How's the zoo? Let's see. I'll clear off these haikus. Oh, I didn't do the stretch. I still didn't do the stretch. I talked about it, K-pop. I'm gonna do the stretch now. We did a little more looking into the past winners of the ugliest dog contest.
Oh, those
We
guys.
were looking at them and we're like, oh man, these guys, because they look very lovable. Like, the thing is, when you see like their pictures, they are smiling.
Like the ones that win, I think, are the ones that are a combination of ugly and lovable.
Yeah, and like they're you know they're there with their human, and their human looks so happy, and like there's obviously affection, so it's very heartwarming and it's very sweet. And then Mr. Sharp had to ruin it all for me. You didn't, babe. You didn't.
But I felt bad about telling you this, and now you're like, well, I guess we got to tell everybody this.
If you're gonna poison my brain, it must spread. So hey, Miami Beach from
Hey, Chris.
Vienna. Okay, eat a sausage for me, will you?
Please ruin it.
Okay.
This is I feel it. This is why ideas are the worst, because their ideas are like diseases that there is no cure for.
There's
They
no,
just,
yeah.
You pass from brain to brain, and then it lives there forever. The only cure is forgetting.
But like, he's like, I mean, they are all. The thing is, they're all very old dogs, and that makes sense, right? You're like, oh yeah, I mean, like, all they. Then he says, surprising number of past winners who died the following year.
I didn't say it like that. Jeez, so harsh. During the fall, like I'm not trying to drop a hammer
like,
on anybody. Good Lord.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna look my best right before the exit. The curtain call is not when you take your beauty shot. You know what I mean? But it makes a lot of sense. Also makes sense why there's not like an undefeated champion.
Yeah.
You're like, it's fine. Yeah. It's an automatic circling of the candidates. You know what I mean? We go through it. I know, Zookeeper. Like, this is the pinnacle of your life. No! Look, I am in favor of these adorable, lovable canines getting as much love. Like, if we're talking about love, like, as many, like, humans are aware of and had a feeling of caring and love in their hearts when they saw these announcements. And maybe that's like a great thing to inspire.
Yes.
To leave your mark.
Now they are immortal in the photographs of their victory.
Yeah, it was.
Their names inscribed upon the side of the cup.
It's fine. It's fine. Look, I mean, but it makes sense. Like, when do you have cataracts? When are you losing teeth? When does your skin start to get, liver spots? And, I mean, like, it's at the end. It's, they're badges of honor. Really?
Yes.
If you think about it.
Yes.
Congratulations, you made it to the liver spot stage. Speaking of someone who very openly is aiming for being an older person. Like, that is my goal, is to be a golden girl. I say, let's go.
Live fast, die young, leave a beautiful corpse. What about live at a reasonable speed, die as late as possible, and nobody cares what your corpse looks like? Have you seen corpses look gross regardless?
Leave an award-winningly ugly corpse.
Leave a body of work that is to be
reckoned with.
Yeah, exactly.
By the internet populace.
Yeah.
Leave a remarkable corpse. Huh? This is open to interpretation. It's like, wow.
Live fast, die young, and leave a lot of booby traps around your house.
Yeah.
So the people that come to get your stuff.
That's my stuff.
That's right. I don't care that I'm dead. Get out of my house.
Get your hands off my stuff. Yeah. I know, no, Zookeeper, for real. When you're like, oh, wait, are they in their 50s? I forget the actual age of the Golden Girls, like the actresses, like season 1. But dang, it is so young that we're just like, the age at which we're like, well, you're clearly a senior citizen. Is.
I'm sorry, you're no longer part of society. You are 60 years old.
Yes. Sorry, Logan. You're gonna have to run for it.
And he was on Tumblr, and they had their yearly Tumblr Sexy Man, where they take polls of unconventionally handsome animated characters to see who is the most handsome. This year's winner, Grunkle Stan.
Grunkle Stan.
Gravity
I mean, he's
Falls.
like kind of fit.
He's got that triangle look that, everybody's so excited about.
He's kind of fit.
Powerful
He
jaw.
he
strong,
knows.
strong chin.
Sure. Betty White was 63 when Golden Girls aired, and I think she was the oldest, right? Or what? Was she the oldest, or
Maybe something like that. Or like Sophia was even
Sophia
younger.
was like
Or
younger
was it-
for
or was
sure.
it just
I forget. Sorry. Ooh, Bunnyco. Nice. I hope it's a product that you might find useful and interesting. All right. So I'm going to make a Chinese Crested. I'm going to need my supplies.
living in LA. I got a cat food commercial. It's like she booked a cat food commercial. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. Nice.
I mean, they should absolutely cast Bunnyco in like a pet care commercial. You're so good with pets. You love them.
Blanche was the youngest.
Blanche Devereaux.
Super's listening to a book called ADHD is Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm in favor of that book.
Sophia was only 1 year
Younger,
Sophia was
yeah.
1 year younger than Betty. Got it.
Yeah. They were. I'm not saying like, oh, she was a baby. It's just
But
more of
she's
like a.
she's portrayed
Sophia
as
was
this,
literally supposed to be a generation older, and that twas not the case. I'm gonna grab a long rose pink balloon for the tongue. And what else do I need? I think one of these. And I need a color to sit on. I'm going to probably do this turquoise pink, this robin's egg color, because I like it.
Annie, we were also sad when Betty White passed.
Oh, how sad
we
were
did-
we? We dedicated like an entire week to only Betty White balloon sculpture requests.
We did a Betty White week in honor of Betty.
We did Betty Week. We had done plenty of Betty White.
We had
Before
done a
that.
couple.
Golden Girls was we went through a
done
big.
like a couple, I think, like right before that.
Yeah, we did
And
Golden
then-
Girls bobsled team,
Oh,
and then
and the
Golden Girls
portrait.
break dance team, and I think the portrait was the first one in the Betty White
In
week
Betty White
because I remember seeing that in the
Right.
wall of Betty Whites. We did the portrait of the Golden Girls. We did Bitey White, which is Betty White's last film role from Toy Story franchise. We did Betty White with a bunch of balloon animals because she was an animal activist. I know, like, balloon animals, why, but that's what we do here. We did Betty White on the wrecking ball.
Yes.
We did Betty White
Yes.
dabbing. We did Betty White tea party with some WWE wrestlers.
Which is something with like a Sith Lord.
We did a Betty White. Did we do Betty? There was a jet. She had a lightsaber.
Because this is
Betty
May
White Jedi.
This
we
is
did.
May the 5th. Was it right around that? Was it like
No, because her birthday was supposed to be in like December or January, and she passed
Right.
right before that. I remember. And we
So that
did
was just
we did a 100th birthday balloon for her on what would have been her 100th birthday. Her with a birthday cake with. Well, it wasn't exactly 100 candles, but it was a lot. It was a comically large number of candles.
Bunnyco saw a juggler at the Ren Fair and thought of us?
The few, the proud, the G-rated.
He did juggle fire.
While standing
Uh,
on a fire-lit ladder,
mhm,
balanced on a fire-lit
Mhm,
rope. Balloons with fire.
So next step, balloons with fire.
That's hot. Hot balloons. I like it.
Mm,
Here are...
hot balloons, I think we'll get the wrong
What?
audience.
What are you talking about?
I will
fine.
not explain it.
Oh, Rachel, darling. Betty White was a wonderful lady. We have to get a balloon of the character that she played in SpongeBob. Who did she play in SpongeBob?
Interesting. I don't
All
know.
right.
I
Yeah, no, I
don't
did get a haircut.
know.
Thank you for noticing, friends. You have a pet the same whale that Betty White did at the Georgia Aquarium. Did they like this?
This
Is where?
they like tattooed her hand.
Yeah, there's
The
like
whale, the whale asked him to do it. He's like,
yeah. Okay. There's like a plaque on the aquarium.
Betty
Betty
White touched this whale.
This whale. It's nice. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
The whale's actually really embarrassed about all the zookeepers bragging about it when they're like,
Oh man, you're making it.
Betty White touched this whale. And the whale's like, guys, come on.
You're being
that
so.
was a private moment between
her
me and
and-
Betty, and it's not for the public, okay?
Jeez. Okay, so this will be my base. And then the face. And
So Betty White played
ears.
a character named Beatrice, who's an elderly fish who teaches Pearl how to be a grandmother.
How to be a grandmother, huh? All right. Look, that's a great thing to want to be. Everybody loves grandmas.
RC says that, so you say you aspire to be a golden girl, but which
Ah,
golden girl?
Shana.
Oh.
Oh! Yeah, no, look, here's the thing. I don't think you get to be a golden girl if you're just going to, like, copy someone else's personality. Like, what made the Golden Girls is they were so themselves. Or at least they were written that way.
I want
And
to be Sophia.
was that?
I want to be Sophia.
Well, there you obviously Mr. Sharp
I
wants to be Sophia.
Would like
I used to think I wanted to be
to
Sophia.
sustain a massive head injury that severs my ability to censor my true thoughts. And I'm thinking about this as I'm saying it, and I'm regretting it immediately. We don't want that. Keep those
But thanks to
inside.
that head injury, you just said it anyway.
Yeah, we don't probably need that.
Nobody needs your so look, we're gonna find out all about these.
I'll be B. Arthur. That's the best
There
one.
you go, be Dorothy. Be Dorothy. Mr. Sharp wants to be Blanche. He'd better not be Blanche. Look, nothing wrong with Blanche. She's living her life, but Mr. Sharp is spoken for.
Blanche is what I do when I hear those spicy stories. Oh my goodness. Lady.
Ah, yes, sure. No, I get that. I think it is a good, like, there are many, like, what shall we call them? Pop culture zodiacs,
Right.
where it's like, what's your sign? What's your house? What's your golden girl? What's your well, my favorite is, what kind of balloon would you like if you could have anything? I feel like that is very revealing about at least a person's history or like what appeals to them. And then having conversation with them about that, very fun. Blanche and Dorothy, both fun. There's no golden girl that I'm like, I don't really like her.
Yeah, no, they're all great.
They're all at the end of the day, they could all just have cheesecake together and it was fine.
Rose is the one that I would say I identify with the least. I have not spent my life
Insane Olaf?
in St. Olaf, going through life as a Rose. Look.
But neither did Betty White. Like,
Fair enough.
Everyone
enough.
loves to be like Betty White and Rose. And it's like they were two very different, characters, both beloved for good reasons. Was B. Arthur in the Star Wars Holiday Special? That sounds right. Sure. I mean, I've never seen the Star Wars Holiday Special. I feel like a bad nerd for.
Yeah, I haven't either. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think I did see it as a child. I do not think I have seen it as an adult who can remember things.
Ah, Zbornak. Dorothy's married last name. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. That's a fun little Easter egg. Thank you for telling me about that, Annie. All right. So probably what I'm going to do is just build this this bad boy, the Chinese Crested. He's not a bad boy. Good boy. Yes, yes. Put that there. You can't see that if I do this. Can
It's
you?
so
No.
bad. But its existence bothers George Lucas so much that we must continue to hold up the flame. It is the holiday special.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing that it existed. This is I had like a Star Wars trivia book.
Lewis.
Hey, Dan Lewis, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the stream. You are viewers like you. Keeping us afloat. I appreciate you. 32 months of appreciation. It's a lot. We're coming upon the last stretch of year 3.
What if we don't call them birthday parties anymore? What if we call them anniversary specials? The Dan Lewis 40th anniversary special.
It's kind of great. I mean, you know, like it's maybe for our son, the 7th anniversary special for our son. That's pretty funny, actually. 41 now, Mr. Sharp.
I understand.
I think it was more of an example.
The math is apparent for us all to see.
Math,
but like
be math, and
the idea that one would do that.
I like it.
You have also recently, discussed your birthday.
We've got the Mr. Sharp. Speaking of which, 45th anniversary special coming up in like less than 2 weeks. How are you gonna celebrate your 45th anniversary?
By continuing to not die.
Yeah!
Unbroken record.
Put off that ugliest dog contest win for another few rounds. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, Dan, I think you're going to like it. I hear a lot of people like it for the reasons that I think you will enjoy it. I have not seen it. I have not. I'm probably not going to see it until it's, on Disney Plus or whatever. But
I'm not ready for Thunderbolts until I'm done with the prequel Thundercats.
Thundercats are on the loose.
Thunderbolts are here.
Feel
David
magic.
Harbour's wearing pants. Florence Pugh has hair. Kind of rhymes. She does.
It's great. Yeah.
I think
no,
both
it's
of
perfect.
them are in that movie.
Thunder,
I literally don't know any other details about this movie.
Thunderbolts.
Are the Thunderbolts the ones that have that huge dog that teleports with the thing on?
I don't know.
Lockjaw, I believe his name was.
I don't know. But I'm online, fellow Earthlings. Greetings to you as well. I'm doing. Why can't I just say, yeah, I'm doing great? I'm not. There's no reason I'm not. There's nothing bad that I'm like harboring. I just feel like ooh, it feels like a big statement to make. I'm doing good. Greetings, Cosmic Voyager X. The Inhumans. Thank you, Green Bam. Yeah, I don't really remember any kind of. I never read those.
Oh
ones.
yeah, the Inhumans are the ones with the weird little tuning forks on their foreheads.
Critters. Hey, critters. Welcome. Thank you for, thinking this is worth anything. I'm a balloon artist, if you didn't know, which I could forgive you for not knowing because there's not a lot of balloons out here. Let me show you something we made because then it can prove that I am. This is a shark bunny hybrid, obviously. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Hop, 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 hop. We've also got, I don't think Handsome Zagreus has fully survived. What? Mama Lottie! Get in here! How you doing? Mama Lottie? Hi! It's a Lottie rave!
That's a Lottie Raiders.
It's a Lottie Ravers you brought with you. Hey!
Hey,
Not a lot. Hello, how are you? Oh my gosh, so nice to have you here. Mama Lottie, what were you streaming today? Welcome. Get in here. Mama, I got a question for you. What are your 2 favorite colors today?
Okay, so the Thunderbolts are like a Marvel Suicide Squad,
Right.
except They might actually predate the Suicide Squad, the comic book, of course.
Of course.
Not the film. It would be weird if I was trying to tell you that the film predated.
Duh.
There's been two Suicide Squads.
Surprise! Rainy Day Coffee with Lottie affiliate anniversary celebration. Your 964th ever stream. You are coming up on 1,000. Big number. Big number. Congrats. All right. Hiking your way up there. Purple and blue. You absolutely got it. Let me make a balloon for you.
Cosmic Voyager, there's a cutest seal pup contest in Southern California? We're in Southern California.
I love that.
I know where.
Cutest seal pup.
I know where some seal pups are.
Can't walk through these wires here. It's fine. Don't mind me. I'm going to grab a purple and a blue balloon, Mama. Don't run. Well, I mean, you can if you got to. You just got finished streaming. You don't want to hang around this lady.
You're on vacation, so you got some coffee and watch the snow.
Oh, that is fun.
That's just
Where?
cozy as heck.
Oh, my gosh. That sounds so nice. Snow? Wow. We're in Los Angeles, Southern California area. It never snows. Here's a purple and a blue balloon for you, at least not in our area. I'm going to make a balloon lightsaber.
Cutest seal pups.
I know,
That's
right?
That's what some in the very backs.
Exactly. And I understand why.
Did somebody say seal pups?
Okay, I'm going to twist these two bubbles together. Perfect. Twist this part around. Now twist this part around. And we got two. Now I'm going to take my blue balloon.
They have to hold it in Southern California because of the lack of snow. Otherwise, your eyes become large and the light
super shine can be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss for the road.
When I was reading it in my head, I was like, what does this mean? Like, is this some sort of a strange, like, I assume it's a joke? But it wasn't until I started
so much Green Bam can tell you, so much he can say.
That I saw what was happening.
He remains.
And now that I know what was happening, I'm furious. How dare you bait me into your trap?
You baited him. Ruffle now got him. Pup madness.
Well, I was not ruffling that day.
We don't need that part. That part's extra. Green Bam. And you have such good aim. The truest of aim.
Pup Madness. It's back at the Marine Mammal Center in Los Angeles.
Pup Madness. What a great...
The Marine Mammal Center.
That's got to be close to us, right? Close-ish. All right. Well, welcome.
It's the Long Beach Aquarium.
I don't know if let's see. So, Mama, thank you so much for raiding your lovely community here while, we be silly and don't pay attention to that. That's a very confusing screen.
While we be silly.
Well,
So I wanted to provide an example. Okay, we wanted to be silly. What does that look like?
P.S. In case you're wondering, because you're new here, my name is Shana. I'm a balloon artist.
Right.
I can make anything. I'm joined in the studio by a guy whose voice you can hear, but you can't see. It's my husband, Mr. SharpBalloons. He's on mic. He's not on camera. It's a little confusing, but we're okay with that.
Yeah.
We've decided that that's okay for you. I'm going to write your name on the raid lightsaber, Mama.
I don't think people have a hard time with it.
I think people are like,
like,
what is even happening?
Of the realm of people's ability to comprehend.
So you say. And yet, Mama Lottie, thank you. That's so sweet that you brought your community on like cozy vacation with you. I love that very much. I've got you written on the raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, that doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it doesn't really look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. So anyway, that's my party trick. And I hope it has convinced you to stay, or maybe it scared you off. What? And you heard it too. Aw, thanks so much, Dan Lewis. 222 bits. Bex, that's exactly it. How did you know? How did you know?
So the Marine Mammal Center is in North Bay
North
Area,
Bay
Marin
Area.
County.
That's not Los
think-
Angeles. There may be
think
two
there's
different
probably
ones.
a Los Angeles.
There may be a different branch.
Yeah, like
Or they may just both have named themselves the Marine Mammal Center because it's like,
it's a little generic.
I mean, like it is specifically what they do, so I get why
Also-
they would name it that.
Yeah, but are you the center of it?
It's a little self-marine mammal centered of
Like
you.
I would think the Marine Mammal Center
Yeah.
would be, I don't know, in the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
All right.
just a
Landlubber bias. I see how it is.
Just a thought.
Just a thought. Look at your face right now. Oh, Mr. Sharp, you
I
are
saw the-
depriving the
I saw
internet
the faces of the ugly dogs, and now it's fun
to do
to
them.
make your face like that.
They're very cute.
Yeah, now I am depriving it because I'm deliberately making silly faces.
Cosmic Voyager
Yes.
X.
But
Bought a
van to make
cargo van to make a
camper
camper van. That's so cool. There's a part of me that every time I see like a well put together camper van where I'm like, this could be it.
You just drove to Los Angeles. Am I excited for you? The part that isn't terrified.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Ba-doo. Very Bex.
Usually somewhere on the belly button.
Yes, as with land mammals,
Balance
turns
point.
out. Yeah. By design. AI has been scaring you lately. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Look, it's not the program that scares me. It's the wealthy individuals who are harnessing it to make money and considering zero other implications or, futures. That's the part it's the humans that scare me. But
Camper van
you know?
balloon sculpture in our future.
Ooh.
Camper van balloon toven?
I mean, I can get behind that. That'd be fun. I do also think camper van Beethoven every time I see a camper van. It's just like a really well thought out name. You're gonna make it look like a Star Trek shuttlecraft. I lost the ability to pronounce the words because I was very excited about that. It's a great idea. You can call yourself the away team. Never drive wearing a red shirt. What, Peppers, bro? You got me. Oh, and then Ramon Line redeemed a hydrate that I didn't see, so I'm gonna drink that water
Oh,
too.
I also didn't see it.
I know, 9 minutes ago. Ramon Line, thank you. It's so weird. Like the stretch came through, but I feel like the hydrate didn't. It's so hard. Is it not on the this one? Oh, there it is. Redeem 10 squats. Yeah, they're coming through. I don't even know. We did the stretch. I'll do the hydrate and I'll do the squats and then the hydrate to like help me catch my breath afterwards. I am out of shape. There we go. Do some squats. I'll just move this camera and squat right here. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. We're gonna hold it.
Done did it. Been done. Does it work better if you just Farley a little there at the end?
I think so.
Yeah, Farleying is when you get in a deep squat and then you just do a lot of torso stuff. Adjust your belt a lot.
Yeah. I'm not wearing a belt, but yes.
Well, I mean, that's one
Right.
example of torso stuff that you can do. Hulk out of your coat. Fall onto a coffee table. Torso stuff.
You get it. All right. Did the hydrate, did the squats. I'm feeling good. So yeah, that's what's happening. I will get started on making the Chinese Crested. I'm gonna have to find our old one.
Freakazoid. That's right. The Drinking Out of Jars Club.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. These are like falling off.
Well, I mean, like the tail. The air is shrinking out of the balloon. Like,
to be so beautiful.
that's when a balloon is very old. You can just touch it, and like the pressure of your touch the balloon will reform around it.
When I was a young lady, all the boys asked for my phone.
I was once a Vegas headliner. But I was recently the recipient of a major award. And then I died.
What? What?
I had that thought as in an ADD moment of like, oh, these events happened. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know why that is. Well, I'm saying it out loud to my partner now. And as soon as
And
I
then you
did,
saw
it's
my
like,
face go.
It's like, oh, what a sad, horrible thing. I've just like put it into her head, and now she's doing it to you all, and
Yeah.
so now I feel
No,
double
it's
bad.
definitely your fault, and
I
I bear
know it's my
none
fault.
of the blame.
Why does every woman sound like Jennifer Coolidge? Because
Is it? That's
Jennifer Coolidge is every woman.
specifically. I feel like this.
I'm every woman.
I'm every woman.
I'm every
I
woman.
have the lips of every woman.
The snout is literally sideways. The nose is. Here, let's see here. I try not to overuse any voice, but I feel like Jennifer Coolidge is the voice for
It's
this.
just a really fun voice to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much smaller now than it was when first we
Jennifer
visited.
Coolidge is funny because her voice sounds at once like she has no idea what's going on, and also like she's the only one that knows what's going on. She's like above the fray and not necessarily like doesn't need it all and is having a great time, but also is not necessarily like aware of what's happening.
I prefer to not be aware of what's happening.
Exactly. You were watching Callie Merkris, and she did one by accident.
Yeah, no, by accident can absolutely happen.
Accidental Coolidge.
Mm-hmm. Schrodinger's Coolidge. Yes. Miami Beach, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, call me Chris. I got it.
Gotcha.
Callie Merkris.
I tell you, if you don't have spaces, I really appreciate capitals because it's not your bad. I know that may just be the way that the screen name is. That's when I mess it up, though.
I get it now. Anyways.
That's when I mess it
what
up.
I did?
I am.
Callie Merkris.
You know what? I'm gonna probably. I'm feeling like I should probably do a little bio break before we get started because I don't want to do it in the middle. So Mr. Sharp is going to take the lead here, and when I get back, we're going to do our Chinese Crested. So enjoy. Sit back, relax. I love y'all.
The ugly dog looks like she's wearing a feather boa. She is the feather boa. We will play an edition of the Oldly Wed game. If you have any questions about Shana that you would like me to answer, I shall. And when she returns, we shall see how accurate the answer is. In the meantime, do I remember dog with a blog? I remember that there is a word phrase called a dog with a blog and that it rhymes. What is it? I don't know. I would presume it's pretty much in the title, although that does bring up a lot of questions. I went to a place this weekend called Midnight Hour Records, and they are a record store and record label and do like events and stuff, and they are really cool. We're gonna go visit them, I think, for a Mr. Sharp stream sometime pretty soon. We may even do like events and stuff there. I love those folks. Does Shana wear fun socks? Yes, Shana wears exclusively fun socks, most of which I bought for her for Christmas. I think Christmas. Could have been her birthday last year. Ooh, Bex, that's a good question. What's Shana's favorite dog or pet movie? Ooh. Dog or pet movie that Shana really loves. The first thing that comes to mind, honestly, is Totoro. I don't even know if that counts. I think you could make the case where Totoro counts. Homeward Bound. She does have some emotional resonance with Homeward Bound, certainly. You know, all the ones that I'm coming up with tend to not be in the category of ones that she's into. Sort of like your Old Yeller, Benji. Not that those are in the same category necessarily. Old Yeller's in the same category as what is it, Marley and Me, the sort of like super sappy ones. Air Bud, Beethoven, Max Homeward Bound makes you cry too hard. I haven't watched it in a long time, and that would be rough for me, I think. As a little sensitive boy. I am not a little sensitive boy. I'm a large, dead exteriored man who has a tiny little sensitive boy who lives inside of him, who I try very hard to protect and insulate, but who sometimes is too easily wounded. The Secret Life of Pets. You know, we saw not that long ago, but kind of a while ago, a couple
Here I
years, is
am.
Leo, which was pretty good. Bex asked a good oldly wed question.
Mm.
Dan asked, do you have fun socks? And
Yes.
I said almost exclusively.
Yeah.
And that most of them I got for you.
Yeah. They're compression socks.
I didn't add that. I thought that you would want to do that on your own, or it could be unsaid, but I figured it wasn't necessarily
For my varicose veins.
But then Bex asked a tougher one. What is your favorite dog movie or pet movie? I know, right? That's a tough one. So my answer, the thing that popped into my head, was My Neighbor Totoro.
But is that a pet movie?
Exactly.
That's hard.
That's the next thing I said.
I feel like...
Oh, Paddington.
Is Paddington a pet?
Is Paddington a
I
pet?
feel like Paddington is like a family member. And like,
yeah,
I know.
But yeah, because like some, you know, like Leo,
Leo also talks. Are we
but
saying?
he's very much a pet.
But he is a
Like,
pet. He's a class pet.
It's clearly like
I
this
didn't
is
see
a-
that whole movie. You saw it with our son.
I also
did not
didn't
watch
see
the whole
a ton
thing.
of it, but it seemed pretty good.
I haven't seen Flo yet. I would love to. Robot dog
Voices-
movie Axel.
I vaguely remember
Sure.
Axel. That's like, is that like 80s?
Animal Friend movie. Here's the thing. I have very bad memory, so I'm probably not thinking of a lot of them.
You know, Homeward Bound was thrown out there.
I
which-
remember enjoying Homeward Bound as a child. You know what I really liked about Homeward Bound was that it was a cat and two dogs. Like, it wasn't just dogs or cats. It was like, you know, all were represented. It felt, you know, they had their own little personalities. So I did like that. That was as a child. I don't think I've seen it again.
So
Everyone's always like, it's so sad, but it's like, you know, Shadow doesn't actually.
but
I
that
know there's
doesn't
that
matter,
moment
right?
where you
Yeah.
think it's gonna.
And then the moment when he comes back, like, which do you cry harder at? Him going or him coming back? You
No, fair,
know?
fair. Yes, sassy.
Beethoven is out there. 101
Champ.
Dalmatians. Although actually Andy made it says 102 Dalmatians.
I've never seen.
I don't think I have either. And yes, Andy made it. You're correct. K-pop actually meant Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Hollywood Chihuahua is not doing as good. Little
Old
they're
Yeller,
doing
yeah.
their best. They're trying.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen Old Yeller.
I said that didn't seem like your style.
It doesn't seem. It's not my style, but I haven't seen it. Sandlot. Does Sandlot count?
I feel like there is one that when we think of it, it will feel
right. Yeah, So keep telling me your favorite.
Because it's going to be more
animal friend.
It's going to be less in the like sad dog movie and more in the like a little. It's got to be a little sarkier. It's got to be a little.
Yeah, it's got to be like
a little bit more of a,
Jeez. Oh man. This is so. Look, I'm already bad at decision making. Like you know me and favorites. I have analysis paralysis. I will overthink if I can overthink.
All right, hang on. Let me see.
Oh,
if I can
Lilo
just
and
find
Stitch.
a list of...
Does that count? Because Lilo is Stitch is introduced as a pet dog.
That is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could make the case that.
I think you can because for the majority of the film, at least from Lilo's perspective and most people on the island's perspective. And it's kind of like a movie about having a pet that you love that also misbehaves a little bit and like how patience is important and all that. I'm like I can see that actually a lot.
Milo and Otis.
Ooh, I remember liking Milo and Otis, but I don't remember a darn thing about it. Again, a cat and a dog.
I Love Dogs. Isle of Dogs.
Oh, Isle of Dogs. I remember really enjoying that movie.
Same, but like would I call that my favorite.
But
pet
can
movie?
I recall any of the names of the animals? But I know Shadow, Sassy, and Chance. You know what I mean?
Frank
that's
and
got to
Weenie,
be.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years.
Okay, I guess I know what mine is. Best in Show.
Oh, Best in Show. But like again, the dogs are a very minor character in Best in Show, right? It's really.
I suppose, yes.
It's really.
I suppose, yes.
It's like there's a dog show and Best in Show is the human show.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I
that is more a movie with dogs.
But it's a very enjoyable movie about dog ownership.
I mean, they've got like the Garfields, which are not dog movies, but they're definitely pet movies.
Yeah, but I've never been a huge Garfield person.
Ooh. Oh. There's a dog movie that you have a balloon in.
Oh, Dog Days?
Yeah.
Dog Days? Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
I know. We got to see that. I don't know why we haven't seen that. It's so crazy we haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know.
You have a balloon in it. It's directed by Ken Marino, who's from the state, who we love. Like, why are we...
multiple balloons in that movie.
He was a great... Like, he was like a nice guy on set. He was being a good
dude. Oh,
dude.
yeah. He was very cool. Nightmare Before Christmas. Zero as the dog. Most wholesome animal movie, Island of Dr. Moreau. There you go, Cosmic.
Yeah, My Dog Skip.
Oliver and Company.
Yeah, Bolt.
Bolt was enjoyable. Lady and the Tramp, a classic.
Lady and the Tramp, yeah.
Classic.
Okay, what about
and I do remember those dogs' names.
What about your Ace Ventura Pet Detective?
Yeah, there are parts of that did not age very well.
That is like 80% a great movie I would love to show to my son.
And then you'll be like, and we never found the end.
And then we never knew what happened. The end. We went right to Ace Ventura 2, which, come to think of it, is probably...
We didn't show you either.
Wait, where's Ace Ventura 2 set? Africa? Oh, no.
No. Nikita Jams, hello, welcome. Get in here. Welcome. You made it just in time.
Richie, that's exactly.
We're trying to figure out our favorite. What's your favorite movie that features a pet? Like very much like where the pet is a part of like the central plot.
I'll say the prompt was dog movie.
Dog movie, but then that started to evolve as we started to talk about it more. Hello. Leonard. How are you doing? Welcome, friends. We're happy to have you. How are jams?
The fox in the house.
Oh, I'm a hound dog. Love, especially driving a monster truck. Look, it's great to drive a monster truck. We can all get behind that. Don't get in front of a monster truck, though.
Right, exactly. Crime scene cleaner.
I can't recollect if I ever mentioned Old Reliable before.
Homeward Bound. That we were talking. That
Homeward Bound.
might be Shayna's favorite. That's right
It
now.
might
I
be.
would say that's.
I feel like here's the thing: we
the
owned
lead.
the VHS, so we watched it a
yeah.
few times.
Yeah.
My sister was more into it. My younger sister, because she was definitely a dog
And
person.
so now you don't want to say that it's yours because you remember it being hers.
No, that's not. I'm not like, oh, I love that movie, but also, am I overthinking it? Yes.
Heckin' gosh, would say Sandlot. I don't know though. Like,
How big a part is the dog in Sandlot?
yeah, the
It's been so long
Beast
since I've
is
seen.
Like,
Okay, Nikita, I'm writing you on the raid lightsaber. Thank you for this raid. We are so
I do thank you
appreciative.
for this raid.
And if you are new here, coming from Nikita Jams, welcome. My name is Shana Sharp. I am a balloon artist.
Oh, Rachel, darling, that is funny.
And I'm joined in the studio by my husband, Mr. Sharp Balloons.
Hello.
He's on mic, but
Hi.
not on
Good
camera.
day.
So don't get too stressed. Thank you so much for this raid. I've got you written upon my raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, that doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it does not look like a lightsaber. But it does sound like one. Except when I hit myself with it. There you go. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, the dog in the mask is good? Well, until he puts on that mask.
What is the dog in the mask's name?
Is it Eddie?
I don't remember that.
I think Eddie is the name of that dog when it's on Frasier. And I think it's the same dog.
We went through a big Jack Russell.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the 90s. It's Jack Russell in the 90s is to like French Bulldog in the 2010s, I want to say.
Milo, right. Milo
Milo.
is the character's name in the mask.
You know what? I thought Milo, and then I'm like, no, I'm thinking Milo and Otis.
Exactly.
But
No, you're right. You're
good
absolutely right.
memory,
It is
everybody.
Milo.
Everybody is smarter than me. Or has a better memory than me.
Wishbone, sure,
Smarter than me. You're
exactly.
definitely smarter than me. We've made Wishbone out of balloons. Oh, it's another Jack Russell, right? Let me take a gander.
Oh, Pet Cemetery and Cat's Eye. Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
Yeah. No, you
cat
don't,
movies.
friend. Not on that road. I can't not say that when someone brings up Pet Cemetery. What was I looking for? I was looking for Mask. The Mask. In Balloon Pits.
Yoshi's Island doggo named Poochie, which is also ironic because, like, Yoshi, isn't he kind of a dog? Or is
I
that, no, he's
mean-
more of a horse. Dino's a dog. But Yoshi is a dino, so what do you do with that?
Good question. I don't know why.
Bunnyco is convinced she's one of the 3 people that watched Milo and Otis. I don't think you are.
I definitely watched it.
I don't think
But
she
I-
is.
Don't remember much about it. So, it does, you know.
Monster Hunter Rise, a rideable doggo that wears cool/cute armor.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Well, Dan Lewis is off to see Martin Scorsese. Tell him I said nothing. Nothing more variant.
Variant! What?
That was well timed. I said, tell him I said nothing, and then nothing more variant appeared.
Nothing. Beep, beep,
Summoned
beep,
by
beep.
nothing.
Look at all those doggies. Let's go. 40. Oh, man. Look at that. 40 months. Thank you, Variant. You are so appreciated. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Dan Lewis, have a good time.
Yeah,
Enjoy
Dan.
yourself. Annie made it. I have not read because of Winn-Dixie, but one of your nieces really loved that one.
Yes.
And we have a copy for our
in
son when he
Balto.
kind of reaches Winn-Dixie
Talking dog from
age.
space.
That's probably the best one
Dog?
cinematically.
In it's been a minute since surely there's got to be like a cartoon. Cuz like the thing is cartoon I like cartoons.
Well, so okay, I threw out Totoro, but is there something else? Because I was thinking like an anime or
with like a pet.
yeah, or like a Ghibli movie that's like more.
Yeah.
You know, like Kiki.
Snow dogs.
Oh, Balto. God, see, I have the worst memory. Sorry about it.
And you used to have Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr.
It's so funny how, like, if you were a kid in the 90s, like, a lot of, like, what you remember about pop culture is, like, what you had at home.
Right.
What you had, you know.
Yeah,
VHS.
because, you know, I remember there are a few times where it's like either in your home or when I was in college, I had a girlfriend who had like 8 VHSs.
Mhm.
And so we just like ended, all right, we're going to watch my best friend's wedding, I guess. Like those times where you're like stuck in like a sitting where there's like this limited amount of, I guess we all kind of went through that with network TV, you know, where it's
That's
like,
true.
you have these limited choices. I would not choose this on my own if I had free reign, but
And
sometimes you get stuck watching Living Single
Oh,
because they're just kind of fun people.
Variant knows she's appreciated and cared for here. You do come less than you used to as you're busy and dealing with serious stuff, of course.
World's a serious place.
But the stream will always have a special place in my heart. You will always have a special place in this stream.
I Am Legend. Oh, boy. All right,
There is a dog in that.
Put
I
John Wick on there while you're at it.
think.
It's a pet movie. I've never seen John Wick.
Nor I.
I don't even know what I'm referencing, to
I
be
really
totally
should.
honest.
I've not seen I Am Legend. I have missed so much. Nikita, good suggestion though.
Hecking gosh. I remember so little about Living Single, but there was a point in time where I just had a network TV and like 3 channels, and that was the thing that was on at like 2 a.m. when I was awake. So I ended up watching a lot of Living Single.
I mean,
And I liked it. I liked those people. They were nice. It was fun.
Porco Rosso. I do remember watching that, but again, I feel like if you're too anthropomorphic, you cross over the line where it's like, well, this isn't really a pet story anymore. But I do love these some. Whoa! What? Sammy Yogi! Oh my gosh!
The great
What
producer.
the heck?
What would we say Sarah Yogi is? Producer?
Director, team leader. Holy moly!
Master and commander
You
of the
been
ship.
booped? RC, nice. Look at that, Cerniogi. Normally I read all the
Helium
names.
supplies. Yes.
I
thank you.
can't even look at this. Thank you. 5050. Tier 1 subs. What? Thank you so much,
Let's see.
Cerniogi.
Cosmic Voyager was in there, though.
Supplies.
Miami Beach Balloon Guy was in there.
Nice. Oh, we got some regulars
I'm
in there.
trying to
That's
see
fantastic.
anyone that I saw today. I'm trying to. Call Me Night Ray. Was Ray in here?
Yeah. I don't know today, but that's so amazing. No, thank you. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Zookeeper Susie. She was in here today, right? I think
So,
Zookeeper's in
Cerniogi,
here.
can we talk about it yet, or do you want to wait until you're like
Echo was in here. Paris
I
Pro.
default to you, but I would love to talk about it, but also it's like somebody else's project, so I'll wait until.
Oh, someone named RC Maniac got a
Oh,
gift sub.
yeah. Nice. Thank you so much. Thank
Wow.
you. Oh my
Cerniogi.
gosh.
A lot of great friends ended up in that
Fractional
list.
Mateo.
he says you can talk
Nice.
about
We can talk about it. Okay. So, Cerniogi is a known quantity in these parts. Also, Lauren's Lair stream, that community overlaps with ours quite a bit. I got a message, was it on Friday, from Sephrin, one of our mods. Sephrin and Cerniogi were working on a 48-hour film project together. Cerniogi was the team leader of a team that was, I guess, like 40 to 50 people large, which is bonkers. Have you heard of the 48-hour film festival? Where, like, participants are, it is what it sounds. It's a very clever name. You have 48 hours to write, produce, and edit, and all of the other many, many things that fall in under those larger categories. A film that's like 4 to 7 minutes, I guess, and it's a bonkers project. You are insane for taking it on. And it was Friday, yeah. And it was so here's it's 48 hours is a long film. Indeed, they lock the theater doors. I would not want to clean up that theater. But yeah, so Severin basically messages me and says, "So I'm on Sarah Yogi's 48-hour team, and what they do is, I guess, when they launch these, the organization gives out prompts that you must include. The things they must include: a character named the Captain, the line, 'When you're right,' and balloon." Wait, what? What were the chances that two people from this stream, from this community, enter a competition and their prompt word is balloon? But it wasn't just theirs. It was like every team that was making a film had to involve a balloon somehow in this 4 to 7 minute film. And it was so bonkers that they reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, do you want to do something with it?" I'm like, "Yes. This is when I'm not available. Let's work around it." And we filmed just like a few minutes of footage. Obviously, it's a 7-minute film total. So it was like, what, maybe 1.5 minutes of footage that we filmed? But I'm so excited. Yes, sci-fi medical film. I didn't realize that sci-fi medical was your category that you were given. That's so cool. Anyway, I read the script. It is epic. It's like, how did you... I don't even know how you came up with the story. I don't know what the process was. Like, is there a head writer as well as, like, you know? But either way, every team got a different genre, but they all got the prompt balloon and the captain and when you're right. Is that, am I right or am I right? But you know what I mean. I just love this. The closest thing I ever did was a 24-hour comic book. But, man, that just seems like all you have to do is work in 2 dimensions on a comic book. You know, you write it, you draw it, you're like done. If I'm like, it's all black and white, I don't have to color it. I can just be like, we're done. But a film, do you know how much goes into that? From the lighting to the sound to the camera angle, like choosing where to shoot a scene from is such a big decision. And like when your film is so limited in duration, all of those choices like are elevated in prominence. Do you know what I mean? Like if every choice has to be meaningful, like why choose this other than, aside from this other angle or this lighting or this setting? And sometimes this is the best we could do in 48 hours, which is a totally valid answer. You had a lot of pieces you wanted to play with, but surrounded yourself with a great writing team to help push the story to the level you wanted. Yes! I'm a big believer in the power of experts and like surrounding yourself with a stable of geniuses. Not very stable geniuses. No. But like, you know what I mean. Like, you're like, you are really good at this thing. And I can't even understand what you do. But if you are on my team, then together we make something greater than the sum of its parts. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. So, Sir Yogi, the question we all have to ask is, when will it be available for the public to view? I'm sure that there is like a please don't release what you've been working on until like the big reveal of everyone and all that stuff. But I'm very curious. Right, hiding? I'm so excited to see it. With like the music and everything. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. I love this. This is perfect for me. If you were like, "Hi, Shana, I want you to help me work on a film project. It's going to take place over the next, 3 months, and we need, this in advance, and we need that, and this and that, and you have, all these things to memorize and make, and all of these things to get approval for." I would just be like, "Ugh, too much." But when they're like, "Hey, are you available tomorrow to, do basically what you do?" I got you. RC helps judge a programming competition for high school students. Fun. While you do code, there's 50 other competitions. One is film, another is animation, writing, and they have basically 6 hours to make something. What fun. I love that, RC. That is so cool. I'm glad you're involved in that. That's really special. 100 chimps together working on the greatest novel of time. The blurst of times? Exactly. You have to wait until after the official 48 screening, but after we want to polish it out and put it into other festivals. Of course, of course, of course. Look, you get zero pressure from me. I didn't even know this thing existed on Friday morning. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, but I've been waiting so long. But I'm very excited. You guys, wait. I don't want to tell anybody. I'm not going to spoil it. I can't wait to see people's reactions. Okay. You just have to, like, keep it cool, Shana. Oh, you have a version? I'm so excited! Okay. Well, congratulations on getting... I mean, that's... I'm, like, getting, like, vicarious, like, completion, like, endorphins. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, I wasn't even, like, the one on, like, 2 hours of sleep, like, trying to birth this art into the world. I just kind of showed up for, like, a little bit, and I'm still just so excited. Congratulations. Oh, yes. Much rapping has wrapped. What is this? Sephrin, I don't even know. I hear people talk about it, and I'm like, but did you just make that up, though? But did you? You know who hasn't had a lot of sleep? This guy. This Chinese Crested. I'm like, I'm going to film the Chinese Crested today. And then I just keep talking. You guys are too fun to talk to. Yes, you deserve a good night's sleep. Everyone. Did you get the helium? Ah! I don't even know. I mean, Mr. Sharp struck the set before we got started. Yay! Sephrin. Okay, wait. Now, Sephrin, as of today, rough estimate, how many times have you seen this film in its entirety? I'm just curious. And also, I think that's probably like, I've talked about this before, but as a creator, as a creative person, or an artist, or whatever you want to call it, that's when you know you did a good job, when you just can't stop looking at it. Like, you keep replaying it. You're like, oh, it's so good. That's a great feeling. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. All right. Now I'm going to celebrate by making the world's ugliest dog. Sort of. It is so good. Is it so? Oh, it's so good. It's fine. That's why I'm not a writer on the film. Yes, just another beautiful idiot. Not that even. Oh, it is in its entirety, probably only 4 to 5 times. In bits and pieces, dozens of times. An 11 out of 10. Wonderful. When is the official 48-hour festival, like, screening? Like, when they're like, and here it is, folks. It's probably not how they pronounce it, but you know what I mean. How is that? Okay, these eyes. I'm gonna. Yeah. I can do it's 12:41. Time, it flies. 5:17. So much is happening on the 17th of May. All right. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. I thank you for involving me. And thank you, Weird Fate, that assigned Balloon as a necessary element.
Very crazy that you guys met in a balloon stream, and balloon is a thing that is assigned to you.
It's like, so Sephrin, if I remember correctly, and you can correct me, you were the one who received the prompt word or something and brought it back to the team. Did you like?
Double
did
check.
you like? Yeah. Did you like? You're like, hang. Was it like a glitch in the Matrix moment where you're like, well, that can't. What's on the? Wait, no, it really is balloon. That's so wild. First question we got when we showed the crew was, so who's that balloon lady? Right? Good question. Who is she? What's her problem?
What is she?
Where did you find a balloon lady? So random. There's not that impressive of balloons involved in the film. It's just fun. Just fun stuff.
Yeah, but also just who has all those balloons?
Who has
like,
all those
around?
balloons? Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like in their house.
Exactly. Just hanging around.
Hanging around.
Hanging around. Okay.
This town party.
All right.
I keep hanging.
You were both on opposite sides of the room, and you looked back and you knew exactly what to do. That is very fun. The venue was not as big as you
The
expected.
weirdest part is that they wrote the screenplay looking each other directly in the eyes, saying all the lines together at the same time.
When you're right, you're
right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind meld. It's the best thing to do. It really helps the 48-hour film process like move faster when you have a good psychic connection, you know?
Exactly.
You know? Childless, no! I have brought life into this world. A human pup have I. He's at school right now. We instantly locked eyes, and I ran up afterwards, and I was like, "Call Shana? Yes! Yay!" So many talented people in that room, though. It's the kind of project that draws talented people out of the woodwork, because there are a lot of really talented people out there. Not all of them have like the inspiration, the gumption, the like let's just do this to like actually rally and make a project in a short amount of time. So the fact that an organization like this exists, I would never have made a complete comic book if it weren't for 24-hour comic book day. You know what I mean? It's like it's a reason to do something with like an understood expectation that it's not going to be a professional quality where a crew has like a year or more to work on it. Like this is going to be an exercise in efficiency. But however, I feel like limitation really boosts creativity in a lot of ways, because you're like, we only have these people, we only have these locations, we only have, you know, this camera. Maybe your camera is an iPhone. This is what you got, so you work with it.
Right.
Yeah. You got something spectacular to show people. That is a win. And it was on Free Comic Book Day. Your team name was Live Action Comics. And May the 4th. Everything aligning perfectly. Beep, 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 beep. Well, thank you so much for the gifted subs. You sure didn't have to. I was not expecting it. It was a delight just to be involved in your project. I love any project I can be involved with minimal responsibility.
Ooh, love minimal
That's
responsibility.
my fave. That's my jam right there. The stars aligned. It was perfect. A constellation of fate. Beyond the Infinite 2 minutes. I've never seen it, but shot with an iPhone. I tell ya, you can shoot really decent. I was gonna say film. I guess it's video on an iPhone. It's more than decent. Like it's crazy to be at an age where like you can remember like camcorders and you can remember phone cameras.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, oh no, this is like cinematic quality. Like you could play this on a theater screen and it would have a decent resolution and like you'd get like depth of field.
One of the weird things to me about, you know, aging through these different like evolutions of technology.
Yeah.
Every single time it's new, there's that feeling of like, whoa, that is what things really look like. Like that is clear. Like that is perfect. That is exactly. Can't get better than this.
Can't get better than that.
This is amazing.
If you watched a movie shot in the 80s, in the 50s, you'd be like, whoa!
And then as soon as you're a few years out, you look back and you're like, oh, that is weirdly
quaint.
dated, isn't it? Boy, that has 2014 all over it, doesn't it?
Thank you so much, Sir Nyogi. A gift is a gift. Thank you for the countless hours of joy, hope, and inspiration. So depressing. No, I'm not depressing. It's very sweet. Thank you. Oh, Liz. Hey, exactly. Okay. You mean I get like a little footnote mention in the Criterion biography? I love this. Amazing.
Bunny Co, I get that way too. Sometimes it can be a little too clear, and it's harder to transport yourself, to put yourself in.
I remember the
world.
first few. There was a movie shot on video. I remember the first time I saw a trailer for a movie that was shot on video, and I was like, "This feels like it was shot on video."
Right.
Like I was like, it feels low budget because everything I've ever seen on video was low budget.
Exactly.
Since then, I feel like there has been enough of a movement there to where like our collective eye can now see it as professional, but I get that it's still distracting for sure. I mean, they have different qualities. One thing, film, much more expensive. So if we're going to say, hey, let's let the most artists make the most, the most art, I say go for it. But I see what you're saying.
I think it's cool when it's super clear and you're watching sports. I don't like it when it's super clear and I'm watching almost anything that requires immersion, which isn't like all comedy, but it can take me out of a lot of comedy, and anything that's like period. If you're trying to put me in like a different time and place, that's when I'm like Bunny Co said, where you can like see the lace of somebody's wig. You're like, yeah.
Fair.
But also,
there you
people
go.
will probably get better at it as we go. Like it's a push and pull of like technology evolves, but so do the craftspeople. Technology evolves, but so do the craftspeople.
Sideburns are fake. It's like grow some sideburns. Are you not dedicated? Come on. Well, I don't think there were a lot of fake sideburns in the Sir Nyogi film, although I've not seen it. Oh, what was the title of your film, Sir Nyogi? You may have told me it and I forgot. I apologize. But let me know.
The unbearable lightness of ballooning.
I love it. The ignoble gases, horizons of Elysium. Very epic. Very. Mattingly! Oh boy. Okay. I do think I can still film. I do think I can. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jet at a certain point, but we're just gonna. I'll let you roll. I can go ready to just take the guy, and so.
Yeah, I mean, like I think
I'll
I might
leave
even
you-
finish before.
Possibly, but I
It's
can
just
leave
one
you with a
pretty simple sculpture, but
few hours and some time.
7. We didn't tell you the title because we didn't have it until about hour 47. I think you should. I think it's helpful to have a working title to like orient everyone.
Right.
But absolutely the title, like if after you see the project together,
Working title, I think,
may
was Shana
change.
Sharp Vanity Project.
yes, obviously. SharpBalloons, the dark underbelly. The futuristic sci-fi medical underbelly.
Right.
Yes. It's deep lore.
So sci-fi medical is like, we're gonna go to space on this Band-Aid. No, wait, no. It's more like, let me heal you with this space Band-Aid.
There you go.
That's
it.
Okay, got it.
That's it. Okay, no spoilers. Yikes, Mr. Sharp. Oh, sci-fi or medical, but you kind of went both. I don't without spoiling even more. You are combined exactly. Zookeeper. Helium. You see what you did there. I
All
do observe what has been done.
All right, nurse, pass me the laser. All right. Big laser. medium laser, red laser, green laser, cutting laser, cat toy laser. Diddly-diddly-dee. I just had to distract the cat.
Oh, Severin. I hope that's like included in the credits.
And was that to
No animals were harmed and only one actor.
Was that because it was in the script, or because just you gotta keep your actors in line? Look, we've all read about the auteur directors of the 70s.
Not a stunt. It was an acting coach.
Exactly.
Kind of keep everybody.
In all fairness, his performance was much more realistic afterwards.
Yes, he bled very realistically.
Those tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That swelling.
The
It's
look
like
of
you're not
fear
gonna
in
get
his
that
eyes.
unless you're going full method.
Yes.
And my method is beating them.
Full method jacket. Put some
Welcome
soap in
to our PG-rated balloon
Pillowcase.
art stream. Severin! And next time he'll listen.
Oh, yeah. And now you are what we call an accomplice.
Oh no, did you learn it from me though? It is how we keep the mods in check. Whoops.
Oh, is the pistol that was whipped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to discipline those pistols.
Well,
what is
it
happening?
makes it a lot easier to spread when the pistol's whipped. It's like a lighter. Get a bagel.
I'm going to make a balloon dog. Thank you again, Sir Nyogi. That was very fun. I'm glad. I didn't want to like talk about it until I knew it was cool, and I'm glad. Thank you for involving me. Yeah, it worked out so well because it was like I did have some events on the weekend, but I had an availability window, and you worked with it. It was great.
Easier to spread.
Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. I mean, like, honestly, like, the thank you is to, like, see this cool project eventually. I'm very excited. Oh, and
Stretch
let's
before
stretch.
ballooning. What is the ticking?
My guess is it's the music. Here, let me pause the music and you tell me. I think it's, like, the percussion. There's, like, a little...
Yeah, Cosmic, can you hear anything?
That's my
No.
bet. Gotta stretch.
Presuming that's all it is.
Gotta stretch. I actually did have a little bit of a finger soreness yesterday. It's good to stretch before you work. You could only hear the ticking. It was pretty quiet. It's hard for me to hear. Can you hear this?
Cosmic never knew there was music.
I know. It's very tricky for me to know what's audible because like sometimes people will be like, "Oh man, the music's a little loud," and then they'll be like, "I can't hear the music at all," and like
Right.
the levels look the same to me. Not an audio engineer, but thank you. Good to hear. Always stretch. Always stretch.
Okay, so the plan. You are gonna make this Chinese Crested.
Yes.
Not any specific Chinese Crested. We're making this general one.
Mm-hmm.
It
It is an elderly Chinese Crested. We can say that.
We will not be talking as directly to chat during that time.
I'm going to go a little bit beast mode.
I will probably be talking to Shana a little bit, and if folks have stuff you'd like to throw in there, we may throw stuff in, and we'll take little breaks here and there. Is there anything else that you need before you get started, love?
No. Actually, I could use like another thing to put in my mouth.
You thought I was putting on the ticking so that you would make a balloon?
Oh,
Tick,
that
tick, lady.
very subtle and judgmental, mister. No, fair. I get it.
Time to make the balloons.
For YouTube channel.
Do it.
So she's not reading chat, but she is happy you're here. And we'll do a little egg jam. Okay. We'll put this as a pinned message. Pin it. Manually unpin. Great. Okay. Hi. Hi. I'm recording. Well, I'm not yet, but I will right now. Now we're recording. Okay. Ooh, a little bowl of cookies. Are these the Trader Joe's versions of Biscoff?
Speculoos. Specutate.
I speculated. Ooh, Bunnyco asking, when you have Oreos, how many do you have? Oreo. 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 I will hear that guy forever now, whenever I think of Oreos. Oreo.
I've never seen it. I've only heard you talk about it.
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
You've seen it, right? The Oreo guy. Oreo. Oreo.
I've heard you talk about it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's not gibberish to me, but I have not seen it.
Fine. Okay. Good. We don't have. If you don't have the vent on the ceiling, we don't have the floorboard here. Do I want to get a picture of a Chinese crested up on screen?
No,
I can add that later.
I would say, if you can add them in post, I think you're probably better off.
And it is time for a cup of tea, at least a cup of water. Self-hydrate. Ray! Hey, Ray. Came in like an hour ago. Yeah. Fold your clothes. Do it. Lurk in the background while you work on your stuff. We're happy to be in each other's background. You know what I mean? Let's go. Thank you. Let's go, Shana. Let's go. Snap.
Let's go, Jenna. Let's go.
Okay. We are starting here. I'm going to make a Chinese crested dog. To start, I'm going to give it a base to sit on. I always love doing that. Let's change over here. Ba-do-do-do. To move this guy so I can see. I do love to put my animals on a base. It gives me a center point to anchor them to, something to hand to the child that they may hold it by. And I just realized I still have on this. Oh, wait, do I? Where's the color just showing up super weird? I thought for a second it was this, which is the green screen, but it's not. This is obviously green screen. It's not green screen. It's just showing up really weird that the shadow is more saturated. Do you see that? It's crazy. No. That's from before. You're a lag. You're a lag, but it's that super saturated green. Yeah, crazy. There should be no chroma key filter on this one though. So Just double checking. Is that Olo? Yeah, no, that makes sense. An unprecedented saturation. Filters. Oh no, chroma key is on. Interesting. I didn't realize I had it on still. That's fine. That's perfectly normal. Okay, good. Enjoy your green screen. I'm going to do another one of those. Because that's unacceptable. We can't have some weird color thing going on. Must have been like a 0%. There's only a little bit of green in that color, but there it was. Okay, now I have to not look at chat because that's gonna bother me. There we go. Now how we doing? Don't mind my hair. It's fine. Check this out. What? Oh no, the chroma key. It's fine. Don't check it out. There's nothing to check out here. Okay, where was I? Starting with the base. It's so loud. Switch it over. And there we go. Lovely 6-petal flower base, just to get started. I like using a flower base because there's a center point to kind of anchor everything to and build around. It also gives the recipient some place to hold the balloon that's not by the animal itself, which can lead to the balloon lasting longer, which can lead to longer longevity. Yes, that's a word. It's gonna last longer. That's why you take a picture. All right. Where am I? Should I put this over here because we already made it? Yeah. Morejevity. Needs morejevity. Have you tried making your jevity longer? As a matter of fact. Okay, I'm going to do the head first. I'm going to blow up both. Let's see. How about that? I like that better as a stage picture. And then this. Tie these both together. Let's see now. I'm making this Chinese Crested out of gray balloons because they are a dog that is not fully covered in hair. And so a little more of them, a little more of the skin is revealed. Let's see here. Perfect. see here. I'll get another skinny balloon for the ears. Oh, come on. That's one thing I do is never do the other side. Now we're going to blow up the ears. Whoop. You can do it. Perfection. Chinese Cresteds do have very large ears. Squeeze the balloon, make it a little narrower and softer. About that size. This part's extra. Don't need that. But I will tie these two together. Take the ears and thread them through the head. Lovely. Can you hear me now? Yes. A little bit of shaping. Almost like a butterfly wing. Perfect. I love it. All right. Now, I'm going to do our body. So, let's see. Now we're going to anchor the dog's body to our base. Come down a bit for the neck. I'm going to put a pinch twist for the chest. And a bubble about that long into the middle of our flower base. Like so. And a couple of legs. So I want to make sure this is really soft. I'm going to put the remainder of that bubble into the base. Lose that end in there. Perfect. Now I have the remainder of the 160. I use the skinny balloon for the muzzle. But I'm going to pull the remainder of that down to the neck and that chest bubble I made. Split this leg, this hind leg bubble. Push that down, not all the way into the middle of the flower, but down in that direction. And then pull our 160 down over it. Nice. Woo! We lost a bubble! Oh no! This poor Chinese Crested. Good thing I have an extra balloon. Don't worry. I am a balloon veterinarian. That was a weird blow up. Let's try that again. Beautiful. We'll do our hind legs. Oops. Don't want the ear poking through. We'll do a hind legs. Why? It's fine. It's fine. I'm a professional. You can believe me. Wouldn't lie to you. Last time I got lazy and I didn't tie this together, so I will tie it this time. Fine, Mom. Rip that part off. Okay. Now, because the body's already there, I may need to tack that down a little bit. Hind legs through the body. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt the dog until it pops, and then maybe it might. Perfect. All right. I'm going to stretch this part out, bring it back up to the top here, and around that pinch twist, because these are going to be my forearms coming down the front. And we'll do just down into the flower and back up to our chest. Gorgeous. This part, I'm going to break it off, but I'll save this for the tail. Like that it's sitting all like wonky with its head to the side. But that is like a pretty on-brand posture for a Chinese crested. Just curious. Stretch that. There, put that there. Beautiful. Trying to make sure this sits right. It's not sitting right. But also, he's just not a very obedient dog. Oh, so cute. Okay, this is the basic beginnings of our dog structure. I'll put on the tail. So we saved the very tip of our gray balloon for just such an occasion. Squeeze the balloon so the air goes all the way to the tip. Perfect. I'll try my best to get a good taper on that tail. I like that. Tie that off there. And attach at the base. Wag, 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 wag. Very cute. Boop. All right, we do need some other facial features, and this is maybe the part that the Chinese Crested is most widely known for. It's an adorable facial expression. We're going to give it a nose. We're going to give it a long tongue hanging out of its mouth. We're going to give it very large eyes. Let's see. So cute, though. See, I'm gonna rip off this. What? Justano! I do need to drink water. Thank you. Cheers. Ah. Okay. Now, if I were at a party, I would leave at least a part of this handle on there, but since I'm making this at home, I don't need that. We're gonna get rid of that part. This way, this way I can have him sitting nicely on my work table. Oh, who's a good boy? Sit. Stay. Good boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get scratches. Oh. All right, we have to do the eyes. I'm going to try and do the eyes first here. Sure. No, don't lose all my air here. There we go. Roll that through. Beautiful. And it's going to be one eye. Let's see how far apart they need to be. Yes. Yeah, when I put them in, I'll say that. Do another one of these. Stretch out a section. That to there. And to there. A larger bubble for the eye. I know this is a weird part, but you just gotta trust the process. Gonna roll this black bubble through the two gray. How normal looking. I'm gonna snap pop this. We don't need that. We'll tie it though. Tie that again. Beautiful. You know what they say. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I do beholden some eyes right now. I do behold some. You know, they can't all be gold, all right? If I make it, what's the point of editing if it's all perfect? No point. That's right. I'm doing it for you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go back over to here. See if I can put the eyes in the head in such a way that makes it look normal for a Chinese Crested. Which is to say pretty, abnormal for most other dog breeds. Okay, let's take these eyes. And roll them through the head. What a normal thing! go. Ears are not quite as... there we go. Nice big eyes. Tuck this snot behind. Don't want to see a bunch of... the birthday party that I worked this weekend, or rather yesterday, the Sunday party. First ever, I had a kid come back to me. I made him an Incredible Hulk, and he came back to like ask if I could take off the nozzle. Like I'd like, the end you have to kind of tuck the nozzle in. No big deal. I don't, I'm moving fast. And he actually came back. He's like, and I'm like, okay, I'll cut that off. There you go. But I was like, oh, this is a perfectionist kid. I appreciate that. All right, we've got our eyes. They are big. Are they as big? Did I make them too big? Let's make the sclera of the eyes, and then we'll see if I made this too big. I should have remade this one before. He's looking so adorable now. How could you possibly call it the ugliest dog? I mean, I didn't say that. The internet did. They can be mean. Judges. The official judges. Puff inflate a little bit of a white 260. Let's go on the other side here. Okay. Oh, I love it so. Okay, what I'm going to do, give about this much sclera. We'll tie this part here. Don't need that. Okay. I'll tie these two ends together. Go. So we've got kind of like a little loop. This part's inflated, this part's not. And if we tuck that over, oh my. Now that is an eye with some personality. I need another scrap of white 260. There you go. Let's see, where's my... Okay. Another one of these. I'll place you on your stand. Looks so concerned. Mm-hmm. And tip out there. Maybe we'll tie that right off. And again, we don't need that part. We'll just rip that part off. And then tie these two together. Beautiful. Get my little scissors and just trim up that little extra bit there. Now, oh, I do approve of this little dog. I love it. How could you not love it? so adorable. Ah! Now, I need a nose, we need that long tongue, and we need the cresting, of course. Now, I'm not calling this dog an ugly dog. No. For the past 50 years, Petaluma, California has hosted the world's ugliest dog competition. But it is all about love of these creatures. They're not trying to make fun of the dogs, they're like celebrating them, right? I believe this is a quote from their website. Every dog deserves a good home, no matter their physical distractions. Boop, you're adorable. It's what's on the inside that counts. So air, in this case, maybe? It's fine. Let's do a nose and a tongue. Okay, so for the tongue, we're just going to take a Rose 350. I know there's not a lot of these. Pinch that. I want it to be nice, long tongue. That's the thing about these dogs. Tie this here. Do-do-do-do-do-ba-doo. Corner base. There we go. You're such a cutie. Right, I have the tongue. I do need a little bit of nose. Not too much, just about that much. Tie that bubble together. Beautiful. Okay. So we have our nose, we have our tongue. Now we're going to tie them together. Trim off the excess. Like so. All right. Slip off of your base. So we'll take the nose and we'll roll that through the muzzle here. And pull that tongue forward. Nice. Starting to get there. I'll even pull it off a little to the side. That's usually how I see. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, forgot to put you back on your stand. Adorable. Okay. I'd like to do some little twofers for this. Some little twofers. Because they do tend to have some visible twofers. So I'll take the very tip of a balloon and snip that off. Ah! And then drop it on my desk and immediately lose it. Hang on, I think I can find it. There it is. I got it. There's a Chinese Crested subreddit. That, I'm happy to hear that. Does not surprise me. Well, yeah, I'd say most breeds, they probably do. There's another one. I'll probably just do 3. I think that'll be plenty. 3 little twofers. Cutting them so short. There's no way I'd be able to tie them into the sculpture. I'm actually going to glue them on. Let's head back over here. We actually don't need a ton of rubber cement here. I just need to kind of get it on the edges. Just barely kind of painting it on there. Now let's see how this does. It's so good. Okay, we're going to do the others now. Is this my new calling? Am I going to be a balloon dog dentist? Go a little bit of this. This one's a little bit bigger. He looks like a little vampire, which is, I think, why we need 3. Tap. Just get a little bit of that rubber cement. Screw on the top so it doesn't spill everywhere. And one more. Do this one kind of behind this. I think this might have been what was missing from my first Chinese Crested is the teeth. It's kind of... I love him. Look at his cute little teeth. I'm sorry, it's too good. Okay. We need just a couple more details. One, the Chinese Crested is named for the crest of long hair that is usually atop of its head and at the base of its feet and a little bit on the ears. Now, trying to make that out of balloons would be pretty tricky because this is the narrowest balloon that I have available. Not exactly as thin as a hair, but I do have some ostrich feathers. All right, ostrich feather, come to me. Fly. I am a balloon artist, but I'm also just an artist, and I have a lot of different supplies around my house I like to make creations with, and so if something is going to bring an extra dimension to my balloon animal, I absolutely don't mind adding it. All right, I'm going to try and split this feather in half. I am not a professional. Oh, okay, we got a little chunk there. Let's try here. Whoa, it's like you're unzipping the feather. That was cool. Okay. We'll have to use part of this for the ears, part of this for the top of the head. Not only am I a dog dentist, I'm also a dog hairstylist. A balloon animal, you say? What? Most preposterous thing I've ever heard. Babe, I love you. Okay. I'm preposterous. I'm preposterous. I need this to be a little, I want the camera to be a little lower. But still at the right. Am I getting in the ballpark here? So I'm tilted. Sorry about my hand being all up close here. I know, it's so much fun to watch someone adjust their camera live. Ugh. It's a gooseneck, so it's not exactly... doesn't like snap into place, you know what I mean? Maybe just need like something taller to put the dog on. There we go. Well, it's a little crooked. Still probably a little crooked, but I can live with that. Okay. We need some little bits. Got a lot of little feather bits here. So we're going to trim this up. This little bit. We'll put on the tip of the ear. Curl there. Yeah. Okay. Nice. We're going to do some more rubber cement. This time I'm going to put the cement directly on the dog's ear. And same thing on this side as well. And a little on just the top of the head for our mohawk. Lovely. And then once that's dry or tacky, we'll take our feather and bend it and then attach, hopefully, to the balloon. Just by kind of pushing it onto that rubber cement part. Not the best adhesion I've gotten. Let's try and gotta let that one dry now. There we go. Kind of hard to see. There, you can see With the dark behind it, you can see the little ear feathering. I like that. It's maybe if I push him. There we go. Look at that ear feathering. Gorgeous. Now another ear needs some details. What is this? A little more lower. Yes. Lovely. And of course, we need to do the top of the head. So we'll take this chunk here. Ooh. Beautiful. And got to uncurl this feather, put it right on top. This little mohawk. Oh, so great. What personality. Oop, stick. Stick. You can do it. Tuck these little bits into a bubble on the back. Reinforce that staying power. I think we need longer hair on the top though. Oop, and I just kicked my camera. Cool. Curl this one. Curling it on my thumbnail. So we get a nice curve there. Then I can add this. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Let's do a little more glue. Yep. That's where we need it. Did I not curl the back? I didn't curl the back end enough. Let's do that. Feathers are weird things to work with. But I suppose people who are used to that would think balloons were a weird thing to work with. Ah. It is wonderful. Oh, I love it. Pretty great. We've got the crest atop the head. Look at that mohawk, rocking it. I love. We do want a little more of the long hair coming from the feet, and I'm going to draw on some texture to the skin. Oh, he's a cutie. Aren't you just a cutie? Yes, you are. You look like you don't know where you are, but you don't look that displeased with that. Oh, man. Okay. Brown Sharpie. Let's see, which one of these is going to be the best? I like this one. All right. The base. Now with my light brown marker, I'm just going to add a little bit of texture and coloring to the skin. Freckles, right? Yes, Freckles. Oh, so beautiful. I'm going to do a little more on, let's see, where do I, maybe the top of the head. Try and do a close-up. Oh my goodness. Come on. It's so cute. Ah. Whoop. Honestly, I think the teeth might be my favorite part on this one. There are a lot of details to choose from on this Chinese Crested. What's your favorite? I like the teeth. Look at and the tongue. And the hair. I can't decide. Oh, I forgot to put the fur on the feet. Let's do that. Some more white feather bits. I can get them. Oh, right here. Perfect. We're just going to keep your feet warm here. We're just going to tuck this right in. There you have it. According to some, the world's ugliest dog. Which, by what? By human standards? Perhaps dogs should be judged by their companionship and the joy they bring to your life. It's important to note that the world's ugliest dog competition does require that all entrants provide a veterinary certification that the dogs are in good health. There's a veterinarian on site. Let's try that again. There's a veterinarian on site to do any verification, and they do have local animal shelters featuring adoptable pets, maybe some who have had difficulty in the past attracting attention. But who could not pay attention to this beaut? So gorgeous. Oh, mwah. Yay! It's so cute, though. Come on. Tell me you don't love this guy. We dance together. So cute! Gorgeous. Now, I would say that this might be the cutest balloon dog ever made, so I guess that's what subjective means. Ba 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 doo 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 doo. Da 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 da. All right, I'm gonna put you on your base. Now, what I'd like to do, my plan here, is to keep our Chinese Crested around in my studio. I'm going to take a picture of it every single day, and I'd like to see how this balloon ages. If you're curious to see how long it takes for a balloon like this to deconstruct itself, check it out. Oh my gosh. The head to the side is an accident. Like, it's just not sitting the way I want it to. And yet, I think that head to the side thing is maybe giving it the most personality. The tongue. Now I want a Chinese Crested. Ah, come on. Oh. What? Now available in LickleVision. Oh no, down, down. Did they just kiss your eyeball? Weird. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, we're gonna put this fella back. I'll put him right here. Yeah. All right, we did it, chat. Let me come back to you. Hey, there we go. Hey, hello. I have no idea how to pronounce your username. Pollo Zolocoaomopof. Very appropriate dog for a clown. I agree, Variant. I think there's something of like a lovable vulnerability and laughable otherness, but that like tugs more purely at your heart. I don't know if you're. That's my opinion. But yes, Dennis from Germany. If you must go, it has been wonderful having you here. Let me unpin this message because we don't need to do that anymore. Unpin. There we go. Nice. It looks like Otis from Lady and the Tramp. I don't remember Otis from Lady and the Tramp. Thank you, Rachel Darling Endeavors. Let's see. Oh, I've got to scroll back quite a bit to see what people have been talking about. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, Nikki, it's the truth. watching Mr. Sharp read chat is hard. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's why Mr. Sharp was quiet. Exactly. K-pop. I liked giving him scritches, though. Ed Brightlight. Hello, Ed. How are you? Sneaking in while I wasn't reading chat. Thank you. Hey, Porter! Porter's Puppet Pile! Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, exactly. Editing is the best thing, Richie. And balloon finds. Ah, Nikos, your favorite balloon streamer? Me, of all of them? Angela! Angela's art area. Hello! Hello! Balloon class in Los Angeles on the beach? Look, the beach is not a fun place to twist balloons, can I tell you? It's the wind for me. Well, Peter Steves, I guess I gotta do some squats. Let's do it. I'm scrolling through, rereading chat, seeing what I missed. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6. Yogi, you like it? Great. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It looks like Phyllis Diller with a feather boa. I mean, Phyllis Diller with a feather boa seems about right. Well, thank you. Yeah. Do you have a target, mister? Yeah. Do you have time to bring in Mr. Ig and then we'll raid out? Okay, let's do that. Hey, friends, thank you so much for hanging out. And, while I was making my crazy little balloon friend, who I will be keeping around in the studio and taking a photo of each day so we get a time lapse of how well balloons age. Hint, it's not like a fine wine. It was very fun. These teeth are killing me. It's just such a tiny detail. Like, I don't think you really can see the teeth from here, but yo. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, I just really, really like it. Spray with acrylic. People have asked. I think you'd have to get such a thick layer of like resin or whatever you're doing. It might. I would want to try that with a much simpler balloon. Obviously, the feathers wouldn't do well, and there's some techniques here that might not. But it's a possibility. I have not done that experiment. The tiny details are always the best, Richie. It's true. It's true. As they say, therein lies the devil. Okay, they don't say it exactly like that. Friends, thank you for hanging out with us. We are about to raid out and bring the stream to a complete end, to a completion. We're about to wrap this up. But before I do, allow me to give you one last gift. The gift that keeps on giving us cat hair all over the studio. Please put your paws together for the one, the only Iggy. He's waiting for it. Sharp! I hope this is loud enough. Okay, here we go, Iggy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, biggest boy. He's so chunky. He couldn't be bigger. Oh, what a fluffy boy. Look at this fat boy. Immobile and sleeping so heavy. That's Iggy. Friends, this is Iggy Sharp, my favorite balloon animal, mascot of the stream, and only house cat known to rank a 5.6 on the Richter scale. All right, and he has a trick. Let's see it. Lick your shoulder, Iggy. Lick your shoulder, Iggy. Everybody wants to see you. La la, lick your shoulder, Iggy. Yeah, there it is. Clean that shoulder. Clean that little Iggy shoulder. Oh, yes. You're big. You're a big old Buster Jones. You're a big old Buster Jones. Oh, the little toes. Iggy here. Let's do a little Iggy Piggy close-up. Here we go. Iggy Piggy close-up. Toe cam. Toe cam. Toe cam. Got some fur coming off your feet here there, little boy. Oh, big Iggy. Biggy, Iggy Piggy. Friends, Iggy and I love you and appreciate you. Thanks, huge thanks to Serni Yogi for the 50 gifted subs. Very, very, very appreciated by this artist just trying to make a living out there in the world. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hopefully we'll be doing more of these dog sculptures this week and next week. They won't nearly be as as scruffy as our last fella, but I think it'll be fun anyway. Big claws, he does not, he's a very docile cat, but he doesn't like nail trims. That is the one thing he is not, like he'll let me dance with him and like squeeze his skin and fur and like groom him like real intensely when he needs it, and man, he just doesn't like the toenails. I am. Yeah, I think so. Or Discord. Yeah, what you let me know. Whatever makes it easier for you, we'll try it the easiest one first. And if it doesn't work, I'm sure we have other options. That would be so cool. Yes, Toby. It's perfect. All right, friends, thank you once again for hanging out with us. And I hope to see you later this week. We've got a stream tomorrow and Wednesday. Both of those start at around 10 a.m. I know we were late today. It's a Monday. 10 a.m. Pacific to about 1. This time we went as late as 2. And then on Thursday night, we'll have a nighttime stream. Hopefully, Mr. Sharp will have some cool Mr. Sharp stream going on this week now that we might be visiting Midnight Hour. Who knows? We'll keep you updated. Check in the Discord. That's where we'll make announcements if we have got something coming up. Mr. Sharp, who are we going to raid this wonderful community to? Oh, you had one queued up and then they ended. Oh, Pottery Dojo! Well, welcome! Look, this is honestly the perfect timing for you to raid because it's the end of our stream. We were just about to raid out, so stay along on the raid train, but I get to show you the balloon we just made. It's a Chinese Crested. Widely considered to be the world's ugliest dog. Oh my god. I love it. Thank you so much for bringing your folks here. Wow! 49 months. Yes, a streak even. Top noise. Thank you so much. I appreciate more than the real thing. Yeah, the real thing does look a little questionable. Like, is that a true animal? What hath we wrought? A balloon abomination, friends. It's my specialty. All right, Pottery Dojo, thank you so much for your support. Friends, we I cannot emphasize enough, highly recommend Pottery Dojo streams. Just good, wholesome, peaceful creation. What beats that? All right, I'm going to write you on the Raid Lightsaber Pottery. Thank you so much. Pottery Dojo on the Raid Lightsaber. Welcome, my friends. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, it doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it does not look like a lightsaber. But it does sound like one. It's a little quiet today, but you get it. You get the idea. You get it. Yay! Welcome. welcome, Raiders. And just a little bit about who I am. My name is Shana. Shana Sharp. I am a professional balloon artist. I've been doing it for 18 years. It's going to be 19 years this summer. What? I know. It's a number that surprises me every time I do the math to reconfirm it. But at this point, I can make literally anything out of balloons. That's why I stream, so that y'all can give me fun ideas and I can see if it's possible. I always love to see if it's possible. Thank you so much for hanging out here. And we are now going to raid you out because it's about time to go pick up our son from kindergarten because we are also full-time parents. All right, Mr. Sharp, where are we going to raid our people out to? Oh, it just TINYSIPS. What's Tiny Sips streaming today? Is this the world's ugliest balloon dog? Possible. Tiny Sips is doing some digital art, like an anime thing. I haven't seen it, but it sounds interesting. Rooster on Rye, thank you. So let's raid out to Tiny Sips. Thank you, Echo. It's like one of those so ugly it's cute, so cute it's ugly kind of situations, right? Let's put in that raid. Boom. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. Put in these sub raid. Okay, please copy one of these 2 raid messages if you don't mind. I just know as a streamer, when a raid comes through, I love seeing those messages. So let's pay that forward. Like, let's bring a little boost of, serotonin to Tiny Sips. I'm sure they will appreciate it. Copy. I'm going to copy and paste it myself. You as well, Rachel, darling. Thank you for hanging out. Magasso! Oh my gosh, hi and goodbye. But real quick, friends, we love Magasso. Magasso is another balloon artist that I met through the balloon art world, and then we both happened to stream. So if you like balloons, but you want some more video game content in your streams, Magasso is the fella you're going to want to follow. Hard recommendation. Oh, it may be voted world's ugliest dog from 2003, 2005, but you made the balloon variant. Super adorable. Look at the teeth, though. Ah! It's so important to brush and floss, friends. So important. Ah, okay. Let's go say hi to Tiny Sips. I copied it already. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Remember, streaming tomorrow and Wednesday in the morning, and then nighttime stream on Thursday. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.